I mean, this crap. I only bought that because it was on sale at Wilko. Well, I didn't plan that. It's not splurge. Influence, mentoring, guiding, all of these things, which have totally taken over. The only thing that actually, I mean, for 10 years we've been hearing every bloody, mainly, no, it is all women who got a bit of education, except probably not enough, saying, oh, human beings, in fact 15 years ago, we're the storytelling animal. I don't know who we are. I've no idea. I'm a proper bloody intellectual. Some stories can change you. When I saw Killing Fields, probably it was early in 1983, I walked in there not having, if I'd have been forced, gun to head, so what do you think of Little Brown People? Well, what we'd seen, the film Deer Hunter was magnificent, but what do you think of Little Brown People? If I'm in a place where I know that it would never be shared, it's like, I don't know, they run the Chinese restaurants in London. I walked into that cinema thinking not very much of brown people. I'm walking out thinking Dith Pran, whose name I still remember, and when I heard, I think it was last year or the year before, that he died, it's like, I walked out because that story was brought to me, also of course brilliantly. I walked out of there thinking, that story of that brown person has changed my life. I know that brown person, a brown person, can be exactly as valiant, brave, superb as any other person that our stories have told us about any other person on the planet. So, stories don't often change you, though. That's the truth. And I'm somebody who all my life, I value books and stuff. I don't know. I think a story has got to be very special to change you. Because that's the thing. Writing out my '92-'93 years, it's only the actual being in a thing. That's the only thing that really changes you. I'm not even sure if stories are guidance. Why did I turn the camera on? To say nothing? Because I always felt it was a valuable story. No, I'm waffling now, because that's the thing. There's nothing to say. That's the point. We are, if we're lucky enough, I've described a bizarre series of events. No, not bizarre, just, in fact, perfect series of events that were entirely out of kilter, out of keeping with the zeitgeist then in 1992. I could not have imagined any of those events. I'd never come across those events, the course of action that happened between that I went through, and there was another involved. I'd never encountered any story in any way appertaining to how that couple of years unfolded. But living something that actually almost did feel like a story, but living it for real, that's the point. The living it for real. Then your life becomes different. And that's why I totally decry all guidance, or even preaching Buddhism, etc. It's all fake. It's not fake, no, it is fake. Preaching, listening. Listen, you're not listening. You need to listen in a certain way. No, you've got to live. It's only living. It's only actually that act of finding an accommodation. I mean, me and her were probably, even though we were so humble, we were totally pure as two individuals. There could not be two more humble people. I'd given up, and she, in a different way, we never, ever would even consider trying to show anything. And yet we were actually the two most sophisticated by far people in terms of our past life experience. People basically that I'd known, or it's just the act of being. It's the act of the accommodation, finding an accommodation. Two people who were completely, both of us were very powerful, and I took a line with her right from the beginning. So quiet and mumbling. In fact, I was entirely, I was nothing. I didn't want to be anything. So I took on the role, I took on a persona. It kind of came. I actually felt shy and because of the being children, which I didn't know anything about. So yeah, I took on this extremely, almost kind of Rigsby kind of totally nobody character as I entered her life. But yeah, we were, if anybody amongst ordinary people who weren't official celebrities, yeah, her and I were genuinely, in a way, kind of powerful. We genuinely kind of achieved in certain ways. But we were nothing. That's the point. There was nothing. We were nothing, and it was purely two human beings finding an accommodation that was greater than their individual parts. And that sounds like, oh, community. No. Human existence is about, well, modern human existence is about two human beings finding an accommodation, if it's about anything. There we go, the end. But all of this, it's all meaningless. All of it. DM me for change. Do this. Live like that. You can also be like me, this ethereal, whatever. It's all meaningless. And yet it's all there is out there now. I'm not going to join a fucking holy order, that's all I know.